Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do another Wear Test Wednesday. This week, starting in November, we are going to only address high-end foundations, and today I'm going to be testing out the Urban Decay All-Nighter Waterproof Long Wear Liquid Foundation. So I'm very excited to try this one out. As you can see, I did color my hair. It is going to be balayage for my wedding. Because my hair was so dark originally, she had to lighten the color of my hair a little bit with some highlights, and now it is just like red. It's gonna look more like light brown slash a little bit of blonde instead of this red. But anyway, that's my hair. I do have lash extensions in just to try them out for the wedding also, so that is why my lashes look perfect. So looking at the foundation, I'm on the Sephora website right now. It is $40 and you get 1 ounce in this product, which is standard for pretty much all foundations. It says it is a full coverage matte finish waterproof foundation that lasts all night. It looks like there's 24 shades. I am in the shade 1.0. It describes this shade as fair bisque with soft warm undertone. It is the second to lightest shade. I could not do 1.5. It was way too dark, and if you don't know, this foundation does oxidize. I put it on my neck to try and match my face to my neck, and I had a huge pink splotch right here. But I realized quickly that was not the foundation color for me, and I tried this one and it seemed to work. I think it's a little light, so I had to go in and use a powder to match it to my neck a little bit, but I'd rather go lighter than darker because I have more room to play with a lighter foundation than a darker foundation. If you are interested in seeing my thoughts and wear test about this absolutely hyped up foundation, then just keep watching. So today we're testing out the Urban Decay All-Nighter Liquid Foundation. I know this has been out for a little while, but I would like to try it, and let me tell you, I spent 20 minutes in the store putting different colors on my neck because I know it oxidizes really bad. Walking around the store and letting them dry, coming back and seeing like splotches all over my neck for the ones that didn't work. So here's the packaging. I think the packaging is okay. It is definitely plastic, and I think it's a little busy for me, but it looks nice. I got lash extensions on and I'm loving them. I'm trying them out for the wedding to see if I'm gonna like them or not, and so far I am loving them. I also ran into the door the other day doing laundry. I was bringing my laundry basket upstairs and I jammed my hand into the door and it started bleeding. I don't know how these small injuries happen to a person. This is the primer I have been using in every one of my videos in this series so far. It's the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Primer. And this week we are starting with the higher end foundation. So this is the first one of the higher end portion of this series. So this has a pump, which is nice, and I'm going to use, like I have in the previous videos, half of my face with a beauty sponge and then the other half with a brush. So this does not look like it matches me. It looks white, but it oxidizes. Let's go on this side of my face with a sponge. Yeah, this is so white, but I promise it will oxidize. It'll dry down and it'll match me. It's covering really well so far. It is almost full coverage right away, and I've used not that much. So I'm gonna add some more. A little does go a long way with this foundation, and it's covering really nicely. Holy crap. Like I said, I know it's lighter, but it's already oxidizing on my hand. So far, the coverage is really, really good. I'm liking it a lot. It is being a little annoying in between my eyebrows. It's like it won't stay. I'm going to take the remainder on my hand and go in with a brush. This is the Morphe M439. I spent such a long time in the store trying different shades because it took forever for them to dry down. It's not going as far with a brush. I'm going to take a little more on the hand, and this is almost drying down to an instant powdery finish. It's really nice. This is covering very, very nicely. I think the tone is off a little. I see it's a little more neutral and I'm pretty yellow toned, as you can see. So it's a little pinker than I would like it, but so far this is looking really good. Flawless, actually. I don't even know where to build it up more. I'm going to take the sponge and just go on my chin, I guess. Dang, I like this foundation a lot. It's making my skin look flawless. I don't think I've had this full coverage of a foundation on in a long time. It's not accentuating my texture. It almost looks like it's smoothing it out a little bit. And it's not looking super weird on my nose. My forehead looks really nice. And my cheeks, like I look like I have no pores. Alright, it looks like it's starting to match my neck a little more. And I can always warm it up with bronzer, but I wanted to go lighter instead of darker. Oh, so I guess it's kind of like the Kat Von D foundation where you can see the end of the foundation tube and it just kind of goes up from here. You can see it, the tube kind of move up. But yeah, wow. Okay, I'm really excited about this foundation. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see my skin a little closer. Okay, so here's my skin up close. You can see my skin looks really, really smooth. The chin, and this is where I can tell the most if it's going to be a smoothing product, because I do have texture right here on my chin. My face looks so good. So I'm going to go do the rest of my makeup. I'll be right back. So I am back. My makeup is all done. And so far, I'm loving this foundation. Just topped it with some MAC mineralized skin finish in medium plus. It looks like this just to make it match my neck a little bit more. I think it looks really, really nice. So this is my skin. It almost didn't need to be set, but I do set every single one of my foundations. That's just what I do. I set it with the RCMA No Color Powder like I have with every other foundation that I've tried in this series. It does look a little cakey right here in between my eyebrows. That's the only thing that I'm noticing so far. It doesn't look cakey anywhere else, and it does feel a little heavier. It does feel like I have a full coverage foundation on. We will do a check-in. I'm gonna go to my internship and then I'll be back and I'll do a check-in later this evening. It is 7:37. Let's call the check-in time 7:30 because that's really when I did finish my makeup. I was just doing other things for the last 10 minutes. I forgot to tell you guys the products on my face, so I'm going to do that real quick. Used the RCMA No Color Powder to set my makeup. I used this Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light Bronzer to bronze up my face. And I used the Becca blush in Flower Child for blush. It looks like this. And then I used the Essence Pure Nude Highlight for my highlights today. And I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. I am loving this shade. It looks so good. Then I did use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture World Travelers palette. And I used primarily these two shades plus Fudge plus Intense Glaze. No. Intense Gaze right there. That is what I used, so I'll be back later. We are back. It is now super late. I just got home from doing happy hour with my coworkers, but it is now 7:27. So 7:30. I have worn this foundation from 7:30 in the morning until 7:30 at night. A full 12 hours that this has been on. It does claim to be a long wearing waterproof foundation. I would testify that the foundation is waterproof because earlier today, I don't know, water splashed up in my face or something when I was trying to drink. It fell down my face and no foundation moved. So I would say that it is waterproof. As you can see, I am oily. I had a beer and feeling it. So as you can see, I am oily. There's definitely a line in my forehead, but overall, I got some really good compliments on my skin today and how my makeup looks. It is coming off of my nose right there. However, my cheeks, holy crap, I don't think my cheeks have looked any different throughout the day. I did not powder today, so I definitely let this foundation do its thing. I did not alter it in any way. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see my skin up close. Alright, so let's start at the forehead. You can see there is some creasing here. Not nearly as bad as other foundations look though throughout the 12 hours that I've been wearing this. This is my cheek. It's looking really, really good on my cheek. My chin, it is starting to break down a little bit, but it's still there, which is really, really cool. I'm actually really happy with how this looks on my chin, and it has been 12 hours, so just keep that in mind. Like, this has been worn a long time. My nose, I do think it is breaking up right around this area because this is the area that I get oily. So I think especially like right here, it's breaking down a little bit. Everything else looks pretty dang good. I am oily. Right here, and right here. And I wish that I wasn't so oily. I think it wears really well. Overall, I mean, if I just go like this, it kind of flattens out the line, but it totally does transfer. Here is my skin, 12 hours of wearing a foundation. So overall, I think this foundation held up pretty dang well for wearing it for 12 hours. I don't think it's the best foundation I've ever tried. I don't think it's kept me as matte as I would have liked. There is definitely some oil peeking through, but I didn't start noticing the oil until about 9 hours into wearing this foundation, which is pretty dang good. So while this is not my favorite foundation ever, I think it held up really well, and I'm definitely going to wear it again just to see if my thoughts change at all with different primers, different setting powders, anything like that. Overall, my thoughts are pretty good about this. I do like it a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you are enjoying this series. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on my future videos. I will have a new foundation video next week with, again, another high-end foundation. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!